Michael Mazarang here again, and we're here for the second part of the video. I'm here with Chris Merman and his team. We're in Lowell, North Carolina, putting in some soil nails, and we've completed this side of the bridge, and you can see the rods that are protruding from the installation. The guys are busy working on the other side of the bridge, and we wanted to cover a few things today in specific. Chris, now we've completed the installation on this side of the bridge.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about what we see here. And this is for load testing, right?
Yes. This is a preliminary load test that we're conducting now, a long-term test, kind of, to see what capacity the anchors are that they're going to meet the engineer's specifications. And this is how we verify our work, or one of the ways we do, to make sure that everything is going to hold exactly, if not more, what the engineer is requiring. And as you can see here, this is from the previous video where we have our rods sticking out of the hole, but we still have to flush it off and set plates and everything. But the installation of the anchors is completed, and this is what it'll be like over here on the other side when we're finished drilling and grouting the last anchors over there.
Now that pressure gauge says 3,000. How does that convert to capacity on that particular unit?
On this right here, we're in the neighborhood of 21,000 pounds holding, and this has been holding for every bit of 5 hours with no drop whatsoever.
21,000 pounds. So how does that relate to one of those older helical piering anchor systems?
Well, you would never have gotten a helical pier in here because of all the rock and everything that we've encountered and debris in the backfill. It never would have been successful.
Nor would any type of wall anchor system.
Oh no, not whatsoever.
Okay.
Plus, you would have to dig up the road, and they would never allow it. That's why limited access drilling was the only real solution here.
Exactly. So tell me about how long did it take to do this installation?
Because of the obstructions we encountered, we're looking at approximately a week's worth of work here for these anchors, and we're probably looking at a few more days. So this is the approximate 2 to 2.5 week project.
Okay. And these nails have been grouted, right? Each one of these gets, and how do you get the grout into the cavity?
We actually inject the grout through a trimming tube. If you look on the top anchor, up above the work now, you can see the black tube. That black tube is a trimming tube that we pump a cementitious grout down all the way to the bottom, and then it gets filled from the bottom up. That anchor is approximately 30 feet deep, and that rod and that tube go all the way to the back of that hole.
Okay. And what are the size of the plates that are going to be on the face?
They're 12-inch square, 1.5 inches thick in this case, with beveled washers and a heavy-duty nut torqued off.
Okay. And again, you mentioned the disturbance on this particular site, very friendly to the environment. We're not putting a bunch of noxious chemicals and things into the water. It's very environmentally friendly, the procedure that we're using here today.
Yes.
And of course you saw that in part A of the video, but mainly we just wanted the public to understand, this is a very specialized foundation repair situation. There are very few companies around the country that have this particular limited access drilling expertise. And this certainly can apply to even a simple job, like if you just have a chimney that's rotating on your home, or a corner on a house. A simple job like that, these applications can be used for residential, and we do that all the time. But also, if you're a general contractor, an engineer, and you have this type of limited access situation in your district, you can certainly give us a call. We're able to work with, local engineers that we have in our network, or if you're just an engineer looking for a qualified contractor. Chris has 30 years of experience doing this stuff, and you can't find that anywhere really in this market. We are not a franchisee organization. We are not handcuffed to a certain manufactured type of spec. A lot of our systems are custom made to the specification of the engineer, which allows us to support local steel houses, local suppliers, and so forth with our customers. They really like to do business with local people, and we try to fit that. And so, if you're looking for somebody local, somebody dripping with experience, that's proven experience, that has the support of the engineering community, certainly you can contact Piedmont Foundation Repair or myself, Michael Masserang, at the number down at your screen, at the bottom of your screen. Send us an inquiry through our website, or just flat out give us a call. So again, this is Michael Masserang here in Lowell, North Carolina, outside of Charlotte, on a limited access drilling. We look forward to seeing you on the next project, and we appreciate you joining us today. Thank you, Chris.
You're welcome, Mike. Thank you.